Hey, Facebook friends, YouTube subscribers, how are y'all doing today? This is my review for Rings. Rings is the third movie in the Rings trilogy, following Rings and Ring 2. This was a sequel that does not have Naomi Watts or the one who played her son, as the first two had. It takes place about 12 years later, and it goes about starts out with, the tradition on a plane where they see the Rings movie and somebody dies on the plane. 2 years later, which is present day time, it shows a flea market going on, and a girl purchases a video camera with a professor who is played by. I had to look the name up real fast. Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory. I just totally spaced there. Sorry about that, guys. And then it shoots after you see the professor and you see that he buys the Rings tape and all that. The famous tape with Samara, if you watch it, you die in 7 days. If most everybody has seen the Ring films, they came out in 2003, so it's been out for a while. And then you see a young couple played by Alex Rowe and Matilda Anna Ingrid Lutz. I've never heard of either actor or actress. Well, her boyfriend, played by Alex Rowe, goes missing, and she has to. I'm looking at the cast here because I don't know names very well, and if that's somebody I don't recognize, I have to look the name up. Sorry, guys. But she goes and looks for him and finds him, comes across the professor's assistant, and the assistant, is acting real weird because I guess they're doing some kind of project where people are watching the video. And it starts out really weird. Well, to save her boyfriend, she watches the film. So he's not being threatened by Samara anymore. And from there, it goes on to them going to a town to find Samara's mom. And it takes a very different approach. Very dark. Very, very dark compared to all the Ring films are dark, but this one felt a little darker because I binge watched the other two before I went and saw Rings. And they come across, they're looking for Samara's mom, and they're trying to find people that are connected to her, and they come across the funeral director when they realize the grave is empty. He's played by Vincent D'Onofrio from Law and Order CI, Criminal Intent. He played Goran on that show, and come to find out, he has more connections to Samara than they really realized till the middle of the movie. I'm not trying to give it away here, but the storyline just goes creepier and creepier. The college professor realizes what they're doing, and he goes after them. Not in a good, bad way, but goes after them, trying to warn them that there's more that they don't know that they need to be aware of because they're going into some trouble. Film is very dark, very creepy. Um, the girl has more of a connection to Samara than you really realize, and we'll leave it at that. But very good film. I enjoyed it. Probably one of the better horror films. I've seen a lot of horror films last year and a half or so. It's one of the better ones I've seen. Out of the horror films, I definitely thought it was a good part of. I think there'll be more Ring films. I'm not going to tell you why, but there will be more Ring films. I think it's gotten darker, and the main actress, reminds me a lot of the one who played the Nancy on the Nightmare on Elm Street movie. She would be a perfect Nancy. Heather Langenkamp, that's who it was. The girl reminds me of a young man, Heather Langenkamp, who played Nancy on the Friday the 13th movies. Other than Vincent D'Onofrio and Johnny Galecki, there's a lot of new cast members. Oh, Amy Teagarn was in there. If you've seen Friday Night Lights, that played the Coach Taylor's daughter, she was in the film. I didn't recognize her until I looked at Chris, like, that's her. Grown up, definitely a lot older. You know, the film is very good, very, very creepy, very dark. Um, I actually had to close my eyes a couple of times because of the scenes were kind of intense. There was one with a snake that was kind of gross, and I just like, okay, I'm not watching this. But it was a good film. I enjoyed it. But it definitely continues on the storyline in a different way. They're looking for the mom of Samara, and Vincent D'Onofrio plays a really intense character. He's been playing a good bad guy in a lot of stuff lately. Johnny Galecki's kind of a good bad guy. You know, he's kind of torn. He's doing this college professor thing, introducing the kids to the Rings film, which is the reason this whole story started. And they weren't really connected to the professor until her boyfriend went to the college, and it just goes from there. It's a very good film. Starts out, with the plane, and it goes all the way down to them going to the hometown of Samara's mom. Very dark film, very intense, very gothic feel to it. Um, wasn't the best horror film I've seen. Like I say, I've seen a lot of horror films, but it's not the worst. There's some horror films this year that weren't that great. This one was definitely one of the better ones. It's still not classic like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th or Scream or even the original Ring. The original Ring was genius because nobody had made a film like that before. And, but it's a good one. It's better than some of the ones like that have come out. The best one I've seen all year is probably Don't Breathe. That was pretty intense, but this one was pretty good. I'd give it 3.5 stars. Definitely go see Rings if you like horror movies. Definitely go see it. It's a good one. And you guys have a good day now. Bye.